Hello everybody, my name is Sovuko. Today we're playing Doki Doki Literature Club Part 11. Yep. Anyways. I heard Natsuki utter an aspirated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Fucking Monika! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Ah, sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How do you know anyway? I heard that you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feeling. I get a closer look in the box set she admiring. Prophet Girls? It's a series I never heard in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was a tone of your voice. But I tell you one thing, Sovuko. Consider this a lesson. Don't judge the book of K. Okay. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Prophet Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shows the book right into my hands. Ah. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in the color of attire striking animated feminine poses. It's a Siri Mo. Don't just stand there. Oh wow. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes my seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She passed on the ground next to her, singing to me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses his arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. And is exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's practically a bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space by she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happening yet, so I can talk about at the same time. It looks like it's just a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of a life affair. Kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining though and enough to make up for the lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't bone for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so, I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? First mark? You don't? It's not. Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Can you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Hmm? Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is just for kids. I can't bring it up without them being like, all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? It makes me want to punch them in the face. Erg, I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge. It might think. Don't judge you, much less friends who are also into it. I'm really kind of a loser, so I guess gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Hmm? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep at my own room. I'm not reading that. Yep. You guys read that on yourself, okay? I'm not reading that. You guys can read, right? Yep. At least it's safe in here in the club room. Except Monika is kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it's paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Ahahaha. Jeez, that's enough. Are you going to keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Oh, darkness is back once again. And dot. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glanced over at her. It looked like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah. Suddenly, Natsuki collapsed straight into me. Hey. Okay. Hey, Natsuki, relax there. I know you just woke up from your nap, but you don't get angry at me. Okay. Oh, great. It's all wonderful. Yep. Oh, jeez. Monika, where you came from? Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monika reaches into her bag and pulls out a protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give. She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Sovuko. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. Yeah, it kind of happens to me too, you know. My eyes go out black. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share our poems now? Cool, we're sharing our weird poems. Who should I show my poem first? Maybe Yuri. Yeah, sure, why not? Yuri seems the most experienced, so let's start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish to read it. Oh. So sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not, I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess it might be after reading the, what? I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's bad. Is that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm sorry. So sorry. Yuri bears her face into her hands. I can't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to the new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through myself, I kinda learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter they are formed to fit together. The end result is that both of the style and expressionists are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it is as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can blame for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if there were an opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh, okay, sure. A ghost under the light. The tenderness of my hair illuminates beneath the amber glow. Bathing, and must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickened blue-green hull of the future. I battle calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. I'm so sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking of that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's what I believe. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's very descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since this is our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you two ghosts, Yuri? Oh. Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Sovuko. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts and feelings and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps, the subject of the poem is only being symbolic compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And seeming to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn? Putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Who should I show my poem next? Natsuki sure why not? Don't like that. Question mark? Okay, well, let's start with things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing it in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. Ooh. In fact, I remember how I said I wanted to read your poems. That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monika said, ooh. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You're supposed to show me some dumb poem and maybe go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. Dot dot dot. So in other words, you're saying you like it? York. Nasuki retorts get caught. Nasuki retort gets caught in their throats. Ooh, you're so. You just don't understand anything, do you? I'm already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you are all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I said that mostly to myself. Also, you must really hate me or something. You can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? You're fine, I guess. Only because Monika would make me if I don't. Okay, eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leak, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's all about. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I won't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. What? Did I saw something there or just me? I think it was just me. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice things about simple writing is that it puts more weight onto the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhythm at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess I more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Nasuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. I guess Monika is last. Hi, Sovuko. Having a good time so far? Oh yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new at everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring out things up, okay? Alright, I keep that in mind. Of course, I'd be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow till I'm more settled in. Anyway, what, to share your poem with me? It's kinda embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Hahaha. Don't worry, Sovuko. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of bear that we all learn to get past it. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. I like it, Sovuko. Why are you speaking like that? Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Hahaha. Oh jeez. No. This kinda makes me think of something Nasuki would write. God, why is we getting that? And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. Haha. If you say so. Yup. If you're interested in Nasuki, then always keep a snack on you. She clings to you like a puppy. Haha. Nasuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money to leave her any food in the house. So she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she loses all her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know? Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh, okay. hole in the wall, but he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are there simple poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room is beginning to crinkle, closing me on in me. Closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lung. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I burnish my pen. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Haha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular these days. Now that is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between the words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I have some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. Epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it is kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, or your brain gets too fixated on a specific point, if you try so hard to make it perfect, then you never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Fuel. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It is as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I need to end up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika's writing something in her notebook. Eyes lying on Yuri and Natsuki. They're gingerly exchanging sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As I read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furious in frustration. I can't read today. Yep. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did he say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. Basically to say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clear about a feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monika liked it, and Sovuko did too. So based on that, I'd gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time stashing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Sovuko liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. I see suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress my new memory, Yuri. That's not what. Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Sovuko appreciated my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that fool yourself? No. If I was fooling myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ew. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew the size bigger as soon as Sovuko started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little. This is above you. Taking out your own insecurities and others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? So keep talking, you wanna be edgy, bitch? Edgy? Sorry about my lifestyle. It's too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just as saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know? If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? You're the only cute thing about you is how hard you try. I don't know what's going on, but okay. Ooh, whoa. Be careful, you might cut yourself on the edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You really do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Sovuko hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'd be head over your heels for you after this. Sunny Yuri turns over towards me as if she noticed I was standing here. Sovuko? She's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Oh. I don't know who to choose. Yay? Natsuki? Yay? Natsuki? No. Okay, we're just zooming in. Hey, Monika. How's it going? Hey, Sovuko. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We go back inside once they're done yelling. Hahaha. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is walking back and forth at the desk with their palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri may have said to Natsuki. Or did. Sovuko, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a little longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I wait for you to be done. Well, I'm the vice president, so please let me take that responsibility for today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not like that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Sovuko. It would be just embarrassing with you to listen in. Sigh. I guess I didn't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. But I really appreciate it. Well, I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you for watching, and yeah, make sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below, because that helps me a lot. And yeah, I see you next time. Bye bye.